Good morning and welcome to Crow Inclined. This morning I have pulled out the Akashic Truth Oracle card deck. This guy here. And yeah, I already have our card to begin the day. This came out. Let me focus. This is Discovery. I love this cat. I actually used to have a cat that looked like that. Discovery. So new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Okay, so new ideas, people, and opportunities. Recently I met a new friend and she's super cool. And when we speak to new people and they want to know who we are and what we're about, and we tell them, I think sometimes we surprise ourselves with maybe things that we've forgotten about ourselves, or the fact that maybe we really do like ourselves, or there are aspects of ourselves that we've used to love and have forgotten. And I know I'm probably repeating myself, but if you get the gist of what I'm saying, right? So, and I do believe that when it's talking about discovering strengths and passions along the way, I think that when we, introduce ourselves to new people, it reminds us of maybe old passions and old dreams and things about ourselves that we have put aside just to sort of get through what we needed to get through, right? So today, the idea is discovery. And it sounds like new ideas, people, and opportunities may be coming your way. So keep your eyes open. All right, we're going to put that guy there. Thank you for putting up with my kind of wonky setup here. I'm going to move it a little bit closer. There we go. And this is all just makes me crazy. That is from Sage. Anyway, today I have pulled the Wandering Star deck to go with this because it's kind of a fun, it's kind of fun energy and it's fun art, and the messages are usually pretty good with it. So we'll go ahead and get those guys shuffled up. I did pre-shuffle, but I want to do a little more. Excuse me, the incense smoke's getting me. Alrighty, please like and subscribe, share with your bestie. Thank you so much for being here on my journey, helping me build my channel, helping me deepen my understanding in tarot. I love tarot. I've loved tarot my whole life. And I'm honored to be with you on your journey as well. All right. Let's see what we have for discovery. This is kind of a fun, exciting energy today, right? It's always fun to do new things and meet new people and say yes to things that we may normally say no to, right? Well, right out of the gate. Here we go. Four of Wands, the Union card, the Freedom card, the Creative card. I typically think of it as the Freedom card, and some people say it's a marriage card, which it could be, Union. Sorry, I keep doing that. Would you like to see the card? The Union. Okay. So, like in a typical, like a traditional deck, you'd have people dancing underneath sort of this, I think it's almost like an ancient looking structure, right? And they've come out of the walls of the castle, the safety, the protection of the castle, to dance wildly and freely under the open sky and without any fear of anything. So yeah, I really do feel like this is Freedom card. Now, coming up with the Discovery card and meeting new people, you might be meeting some, these might be predestined, this new community. And with the creativity, as it says on this card, you know, maybe there are going to be opportunities with that. You know, maybe there it is going to spark, someone's going to spark a new idea in you, or remind you of something that you've forgotten. I'm not sure why I keep going to that, but that seems to be the thing today. All right, so this Four of Wands card is kind of the nature of this whole discovery energy today. This is how you feel. So there may be new people, new opportunities, new ideas, but this is where you are with that. Okay. You may be revisiting things that that you had let go of because they weren't working at the time. And so maybe you're hanging on to this idea that, oh, well, that didn't work before. Why would it work again? Right? So you might be sort of stuck in a mindset about new things and new opportunities and new creativity and all of those things. Right? Maybe you're just in your head about it. You know, this is all about obsession, fear, shadow. This is a card of attachment, and we can be attached to a certain thought pattern. Okay, let's see where this goes. I'm quite curious about this now. All right, something to keep in mind. Yeah, okay. Well, it appears to me that probably in your past, you know, that created this heartbreak, sorrow, grief, is that I feel like things maybe didn't work out for you. Maybe you did. Maybe you did go somewhere new. Maybe you did try to meet new people. Maybe you did try new things and they didn't work out for you. Okay. Which brought in this sorrow, this grief, this heartbreak, this, you know, but this is of the mind, right? So when we talk about if we're getting stuck in our old way of thinking, when we're trying to approach new ideas and new friends and new opportunities, if we stay in this energy, we're going to keep ourselves in the mind space of heartbreak. Wow. I thought this was going to be a super fun but okay, someone obviously needs to hear this today. Okay. Someone needs to hear this today. Let's get some more cards. Because the nature, okay, I know, you guys know me. I will, like, beat it to death, right? The nature is this incredible union incoming. And I kind of wonder now with this devil and this sorrow card, if this union isn't about you merging with you, it's quite possible. We'll get some more cards. We'll see what's happening here. Okay. That's heavy, but someone needed to hear it. Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, it's not for you. Maybe tomorrow is. I put out a couple of these a day. Usually morning and an afternoon, and then I love doing the little shorts. There we go. Yeah, come on. Wow, the cards are hanging on today. Well. Okay. So, we have two cards of union here. Okay. Partnership. They're both kind of partnership. This, you know, like I said, some people will read this as a marriage card. And then, of course, with this soulmate coming in. So whoever this union is for you, with your new people coming, meeting new people, it's a soulmate. Now, that can be a love interest. It can be a bestie. It can be, I know I like to say ride or die. It can be I mean, it could be more than one person too, honestly. It could be your community. So let's just keep going and see. But this is, these two came together. This is what you are meant, excuse me, this is the nature of this discovery of the new ideas and people and opportunities coming. Okay. It's pretty clear. I feel like you're going to be meeting a soulmate, and there could be a partnership or a union out of that. Okay. And it's not that it's not that I'm opposed to love readings. I just feel like sometimes we rely on other people in our world to fix us or make our problems go away instead of relying on ourselves, which is why I tend to take these more in an individual sort of thing. I don't want to read for who your love interest is, whatever. I want to read for you. And but I cannot deny when this kind of thing happens, that this could actually be your soulmate. Some people say this is the twin flames card, and I have met my twin flame, and it was not fun. It was not pretty. They don't always stay in your life. They typically come in to shake up your world, so that you remember who you are. They're meant to trigger memories. Anyway, but some people would read this. So anyway, take it as it resonates. Okay? I'm not trying to say that you can't have love in your life, because you absolutely can have love in your life. I just want you to have self-love as well. Okay, that was a ramble and a rant. I hope I did not offend anyone, because it is not my goal to do that. So under the Devil, we have the Six of Swords. So you definitely are moving on from attachments. Okay, you are moving on from old way of thinking. This to me sort of says that you are actually ready to kind of put yourself out there and meet those new people and whatnot. And look, it also says discovery on this card. Cool, right? I like how the cat's looking at her. I'm not getting in that water. Yeah, moving on. You're moving on from your attachments, which is really, really good. So you are aware of old thought patterns and old behaviors in old situations. And so changing those thought patterns and those behaviors in new situations, that's going to make you stronger. It's going to reignite passions that may have been lost. All of those good, yummy things. All right, let's get something for the Sorrow card here. The Three of Swords. What do we have? What do we have? Yeah, you are definitely moving on. Adventure, luck, action. So by letting go of those attachments, here, moving on from them, you are really actively moving away from this grief and sorrow into, whatever this discovery, these new people and opportunities, they are really going to spur you into action. And it looks like it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Isn't that great? Leaving behind, moving into. Now it can indicate travel. Maybe there's going to be a move. Wands are a lot of movement. Sometimes it's a physical move. Sometimes it's just an internal shift from one thing to the next. That is quite possible. All right. I'm going to pull one more. For our love, I'm going to call it the love column up here, right? Okay, that one popped out. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. This is community and friendship, okay? So, remember I said this could actually be someone, like a bestie introducing you to a community. for celebration. You know, this is all about celebration and joy and family and friends. And so it's almost like, you know, it's almost like the energies or spirit or whatever is going to drop a whole bunch of cool people on your doorstep. Okay. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. And that is the nature of the discovery at this time today in this reading. All right, let's get one more for the Six of Swords. Maybe. Nothing's coming out. Nothing's coming out. I laugh. I know I laugh. Look, we have the Strength card. Hello. This is balancing your inner and outer world. And when we do that, we are strong. And it feels like when you have the support, when you have this kind of support coming in with all of this discovery. And look, it even says new strengths, right? Yeah. This is gonna change. This is gonna change you, or it's not gonna change you. It's gonna change how you feel about your community in regards to maybe how it used to be or who it used to be. We had two that came out, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this as our last card today. So yeah, we have the Justice card. All right. This is the balancing of the scales. So this is something to me that maybe you had a soul contract to do this. You had lessons to go through before all of this gorgeous stuff came in. Okay. Quality, balance. This is beautiful. You have some beautiful, beautiful people coming into your life. All right. That's your message today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.